Daily Stoic, day 7, right? 7 clear functions of the mind. The proper work of the mind is the exercise of choice, refusal, yearning, repulsion, preparation, purpose, and assent. What then can pollute and clog the mind's proper functioning? Nothing but its own corrupt as pollution or corruption. Now, you don't have to live this way, but I do believe we need, to me, ultimately, religious books, philosophies, whatever, they're all really frameworks of existence, all right? Life does not prepare you for existence. Life prepares you for society. Schools prepare you for functioning in society. But what prepares you for existing in reality in this universe, right? Nothing. Nothing except religious texts, like all the religions or different philosophical exercise. I don't know, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a whole nerd about this stuff. I don't know where Buddhism, I don't know if it's a religion, if it's a way of being. I don't know where all the spiritual stuff falls. I don't even know where Stoicism falls, all right? All I know is these are your closest bet for a way of existing in harmony with reality and your own brain. Because if you don't understand how to leverage and actually go about existing, your own self will turn on you, all right? Your own brain will destroy you, all right? And to figure out who you are, you have to figure out what is right to you, all right? A good example is if you are not a cheater and yet you cheat, stop doing that, man. Like, you're clearly going against your will, right? Like, that's not who you are. You just can't, resist temptation. But if you are like that, all right, focus on something else, right? Like, if you feel remorse, probably shouldn't do it. That just means your will was very weak. You went against who you are. Listen, it's not about who you want to be, it's what you are. And then you have to accept first what you are and then grow from there, right? You stop morphing yourself like an object. Stop trying to manipulate. First, identify and come in contact with your true self, right? What you were born as. And then start metamorphosing, all right? But if you're starting off with a false illusion and trying to metamorph from a self illusion, good luck with that. To be even clearer with my point, imagine a good example would be with me, right? I could say this doesn't bother me, right? And that I don't care, but then my heart hurts despite that, right? The truth of the matter is, whether I want to or not, I care. Whether I see it as insignificant or not, I care. That's me. All I can really do is accept myself. Oh, I'm a sensitive soul, all right? I might be a man. Maybe cognitively it doesn't bother me, but it still affects me emotionally. I don't want to be this way. I don't want to care because this person didn't hold a door for me, right? Like, I'm just being something small, right? This person didn't hold the door for me. Like, I don't want to care about that stuff, but it seems whether I want to or not, I care, right? That's just the truth. If I didn't care, it wouldn't hurt. Yes, I see it as insignificant. Yeah, I wish I didn't care, but we care. So there's not much we can do about that. Just accept, right? We're in the strength to carry out your will. Yearning to be better, all right? Be better than where you were yesterday. Don't compare yourself. Compare yourself to where you were. But remember, you have to start with the truth. Be better. You yearn to be better once you accepted what you are. That's what you improve, not what you think you are. Because the thing is, we've created masks, we created personalities as we grow older to survive. It could be something as little as someone saying, "Why do you do that? That's so weird," and then you stop doing it. But it was, or like, "Why do you think that way?" Right? So we adapt. right, to make more people feel comfortable, or even to make ourselves feel more comfortable. But what happens over time is that you eventually lose yourself, right? You've adapted to your environment and surroundings that you already forgot what the hell you are, what you always been, right? Like you took caught up in the role you play. But anyways, then repulsion of negativity will align yourself no matter what, and assent to be free of deception about what's inside and outside your control. Because guess what? This like if you're a short guy, bro, like you're 5'2", I mean that is totally outside of your control. If you're unattractive, I mean it's parts of it is within your control, but at the end of the day, the surgeon only has what he has to work with, right? There's not much you can really do about that, right? They could only do so much, and there's also risk and rewards, right? So when it comes to things like that, you could really be beating your ass. You can really be making your life a hell by saying, "I wish I had this. I wish I was this way. Why me? Why me? Why me? Why am I not Chad 6'4" plus?" You could live that way and be thinking those thoughts every single day. But guess what? You are making your life way worse than it needs to be. You could call it cope, but you could call it blue pill thinking, but all I know is um you are hurting yourself, man. Like if life is spitting at you and telling you these things, that's one thing. But then you telling yourself these things and bringing yourself down, uh why do that? Like you have willpower, you have free choice. Why, like if life is spitting on you and disrespecting you and making you feel insignificant, why do you have to join in? Like be delusional. You get to do that. Like, be your friend, bro. Be your own proper friend. You don't have to bully yourself as well. You don't have to reflect reality to yourself, bro. You could call it cope, right? People are still gonna cope in either way, but like at least be a friend to yourself. At least have your own back, bro. Like at least uplift yourself, man. Like you don't have to regurgitate the pain that everyone's sending your own way, bro. Like just don't care, bro. Just don't care. Focus on something else, right? Because you want to minimize how painful reality is, right? So that's all I gotta say, man. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a perfect person. I'm in the process. I'm not no guru. These gurus promise you solutions. Hell, even the advice I may give may be super fragmented, but we're growing each and every day, and that's all I gotta say. We gotta keep it pushing, right? Bye.